Listen, I understand that there's straight to DVD movies, but is there such thing as a straight to plane movie, which they just don't have no faith at all? And I think that's what Hard Home was. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon, reviewing a movie you probably never heard of before, Hard Home. So what's this about? Pretty simple premise. You have a very rich couple and their daughter is brutally murdered, and now there's a home that is hard, or if you want to put it, just a complete lockdown maze, if you want to put it that way, thinking Saw-esque, to trap the killer and make him suffer for not just her daughter's killer, but every other girl he murdered. So did I like this film? This is bad. I mean, there's a difference between like bad and like repeating the same imagery over and over and over again in this movie, and that's what this movie does. I mean, horrible character decisions, horrible acting, horrible budget, horrible bosses, or slash, if you want to put it that way, rooms that this killer has to go through. It tries so hard to be like a Saw, but more personable, and it just doesn't work. So, talking about the positives, I do think there might be something here with a revenge story and trying to lure the killer into a specific location to try to get revenge. So, I do think there's something there. Also, it might be interesting to have some more backstories with what is occurring with getting this data. Sure, I understand that. But other than that, there is not a lot to like about this movie. I think what the biggest flaw for me was, sure, I could take a crappy movie and I could still have fun with it, but this movie was so short when it comes to what it wants to do and its ideas. It didn't lead to anywhere. And when it leads to that, it leads to keep going these silly flashbacks of this guy who did the murders to his past about a necklace and something like that, which they just repeated the same B-roll footage over and over and over and over again. I swear to God, I saw the same image like 7 to 10 times in this movie, or same flashback 7 to 10 times. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, you don't need to pad the runtime. It's okay to make an hour and 18-minute movie if that's all the movie is. A very crisp hour, 18-minute movie can be good. A crisp 3-hour movie can be good. So people would say if a movie has to be 2 hours, it has to be 2 hours. I disagree. No, this is not a 2-hour movie, but it feels like it tried to, make itself longer than it needs to be. The traps just wasn't it was uninspiring. Like, the things that were occurring, you're just like, okay, cool, but it's not leading me anywhere to believe like this guy's really about to get his shit rocked. Like, it was very basic. And having this very nosy neighbor was also very annoying, because at a point you're just like, come on now, really? And then the father character kind of disappears. He's like, you just gotta let it go. And it's like, I can't let it go. And then the cops get involved, and just a lot of shenanigans ensues in this film. It just isn't good at all. I mean, there is such little to actually recommend about this movie because, like I said, it's low budget. They try to do something different, unique, but it was the budget and just the simplicity of it that just didn't push the movie forward. It just, yeah, you get the movies, you get the straight to TV movies, you get the straight to DVD movies, and this is a straight to a TV plane movie, which that's to me the only way you're actually going to find this movie. But overall, Hard House, this house isn't hard at all. There's too much inconsistencies of like what is going on, of like building this house and how to perfectly find where this murderer is going to be to lure him. There's just so many plot holes in this movie, which it does put a palm to the head of like, come on now, really? If you're writing something like this, there's got to be something on set or a cast and crew member saying, how can this person know where to go with this? How can this do this? Why would this person do this? Why would X be Y? Why are we doing this many flashbacks? Why? So Hard Home will receive a 0.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 10%. Let's see the critics' news scores gave this one. Critics, none of them. Absolutely nothing. Audience score 36% with fewer than 50. I'm actually shocked it's that high. We have a 1.5 out of 5, a 1 out of 5, a 3 out of 5, a 0.5 out of 5, a 2 out of 5. It just like, I'm not mad at this movie. It's more of like, I understand the limitations, but come on. You got to have a little bit more smarter characters and decisions throughout. 3610. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Want more things Blue Futontopia? You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. For a great day. Watch this tape tomorrow, week, from a month, or a year from every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And just nah. This house was a very soft house.